Hi, I'm Keita.
I'm Jazz.
And today we're going to be tackling the topic of chivalry.
Yes,
Is it dead?
Or is it not dead?
I don't think it's dead. I think it's hiding somewhere.
I think it's on life support, on the verge of dying.
I think chivalry is being hidden and overshadowed by this whole independent woman movement.
I would agree. But before we get into that, I have to congratulate Maya Moore of the Minnesota Lynx for having the top selling jersey in the NBA as a rookie. That's really, really big. And I also have to shout out the NFL for finally reaching an agreement and ending this lockout.
Yes.
Hopefully the NBA will follow suit.
And everyone can stop crying. And the whole world can be happy again.
This is a serious situation.
I know. And I want everyone to be happy again. So I don't have to hear it.
She doesn't understand how serious this lockout is.
I mean, my dad likes sports, so I want to hear his mouth. So, yeah.
Okay, now on to chivalry.
Our subject.
I would say it's on life support, on the verge of dying, because there are some guys who are still generous and who are still nice, do open doors, pull out chairs.
I think the reason why I think it's hiding is because independent. Like, okay, it's cool to be independent. If I wasn't dependent on my parents, I'd be independent.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being independent. That's just
it's some people just take it overboard. Hard. There's a lot of things you can't do by yourself, and
she's so stupid.
Yeah, like let a guy open the door. When he opens the door for you, he's not always trying to like look at your goods. And your butt, you're probably not even that good looking. No, yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I actually saw it one time. I was going into the mall, and there was a girl was going into the door, and the guy was already there, but he knew she was behind him, so he turned around and he like stopped and opened the door. And when she got there, she gave him the dirtiest, rudest look ever. And I became disappointed. It was like, you really did this? No one opens the door anymore, and you do this to someone who does open the door? And the guy was just like, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, and that's what causes guys to not want to open doors anymore.
I would say that's why it's on life support, because of things like that.
It's women like y'all.
I mean, there are some people who don't raise their children to have manners. And while that may be true, there are some guys who still do open the doors, but when you react like that, they're not going to continue to open the door.
Exactly. Not every guy is trying to be thirsty. Like, can he just be polite?
Yeah, girls act like people just can't be, well, men really can't just be polite.
Exactly. Like, okay. But you get offended when he lets the door close in front of you or doesn't open the door. But you get upset when he opens the door for you. What do you want?
And it's not even just opening the door. It's like the morning we were in line downstairs, like going to get breakfast or whatever, and we were going to get in line, and there were like a group of guys in front of us who were already there, but they were like, okay, y'all can go ahead. They didn't have to do that. That was very, very nice.
That was really nice of them. And they didn't have to do that. And I felt that was very nice, and I was appreciative. I
didn't turn around.
Why you let us go first? Like, that's unnecessary.
Yes, it really, really is.
And while we're on the topic of chivalry, the age-old debate on who should pay on the first date. I feel like you should pay for yourself.
I would have to agree.
What I think. And a lot of people saying, well, it depends on the cost, or it depends on where you are. I don't care. I can be at freaking Burger King. I'll pay for my Junior Whopper, or we can be at some really fancy restaurant. I'll pay for my meal because you guys are just on a first date. He isn't obligated to pay for you. So
now thereafter, once you get into
the relationship, if
then it's like, okay, you can pay. But even
not
then,
all the time.
Yeah, even then, it's still okay for you to pick up the check.
Yeah, you can pick up the tab
every now
from time to time. Be like,
I'm sure he
I got
disagree.
Yeah, he'll be very appreciative.
Yes, he'll be very appreciative.
Yeah. So, all in all,
I would say it's not dead.
It's not dead. It's hiding. But
some life support.
Women
keep giving people negative
killing
looks, doing nice things. It will be dead.
So please don't kill Chivalry, because I like my doors being open for me. Please. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to rate
and subscribe at the top. Subscribe, please. I'm thirsty for subscriptions.
Thank you guys for watching.
Wait. Follow me on Twitter. A kid named Keita. Thank you.
If you're real, you follow me on Twitter at Retro Hustle.